Hey Bethans, what's up and welcome back to my channel. My name is Austin Betha. Look, today I cannot shout, okay? As you can see, I'm still in an office space and I need to comport myself. But I'm going to try as much as possible to be as fun as I can be. Alright, now on today's episode of the Bbnaija reunion, guys, when I saw that it was all girls, I was like, hey, problem time. You know, because when 2 or 3 girls are gathered, there's always problem in their midst, okay? And the girls that were present in the studio today included Mercy, Venita, Ella, Kim, Tacha, Jackie, and Thelma. And in my head, I'm just like, why did Ebuka bring all girls? And it was at that point that he mentioned that we're going to be talking about having one another's back. And you know, as girls, like, let's take the show away now. Sometimes it's really difficult for us to actually love ourselves. I don't know why that is. I don't know if we're dragging man. I don't know what the problem is, but I just know that when there are 2 or 3 girls in a place, there's always kasala. And of course I wasn't wrong about that, because the first basketballs that we had was between Ella and Avala. To be honest, I did not start from the very beginning of the show, so I'm not really sure what they were arguing about, but I know that they kept on yelling at each other. And Avala is like, look, I could care less, I don't really talk to Ella, I don't really do this. And I'm like, okay, what's the problem? So if you know what happened between Avala and Ella, please let me know in the comment section, okay? Ebuka went on to play a clip where all the housemates, or almost all the housemates, were saying that the ladies did not have their backs when in the house. And then the question was thrown at Venita. Venita was asked, you know, how she felt about the whole topic and stuff. And she was like, first of all, there was a lot of mistrust in the house. You know, you feel like somebody has your back, you feel like you and somebody, you gel together, but then when you come out of the house, you just be shocked that, okay, this person actually said a lot of things about me, so there's really no such thing as, you know, having one another's back. You know, Ebuka now asked her that, okay, when you were in the house, who do you think, you know, among the ladies, who do you think actually had your back? And surprisingly, she mentioned Jackie. Guys, I don't really recall Venita and Jackie ever bonding. If you do recall, let me know, because whether my brain on the old or I don't just remember. But the truth is, I never really saw both of them as friends and stuff. But since she said that Jackie had her back, then better, what's your business? And also at this point, Ebuka decided that we need to make things a lot hotter in the studio, because just talking about having one another's back didn't seem to be enough. So he asked Tacha and Thelma about the fish fight. Look, I don't think we're going to forget about this fish fight anytime soon, because they keep referring to this fight. Again, that was the first ever fight during that season, okay? And of course, when Ebuka asked Thelma if the whole fish fight was actually just a confrontation or if it was an actual conversation, and Thelma was like, no, it wasn't any confrontation, we're not trying to prove anything, it was a sincere conversation. I mean, she wanted fish and Tacha did not give her fish, you know. And thinking about this fish matter, I'm just like, wow. Look, you need to be careful what you do in public, because you don't even know the little one that you do that people will never forget. How can you be dragging fish from port? Fish, it might be Titus like that or Panla. Anyways, Ebuka then asked Tacha how she felt about the fish fight and why she had reacted the way she did, you know, when Thelma came to ask her for fish. And Tacha was like, the only reason I reacted that way was because of the way Thelma asked. If she had asked in a more polite manner, or, you know, in a more cool manner or something, she would have reacted differently. But then Thelma came with the whole, you know, gra, and she was like, you know what, if you want to be mad, me if I get madness for body, so let's get it. But the good thing about this whole thing is that Tacha mentioned the fact that the next morning after they had that fish fight, she had approached Thelma and they talked about it. And of course, Thelma agreed to the fact that they had a conversation, so it wasn't that much of a big deal, you know, because Thelma is street, Tacha is street. So when you're on the street, you don't have to be carrying things tied to your chest, because if you carry things tied to your chest will explode, okay? It is on my mommy or my daddy that used to carry things to their chest. If you're on the street will show you pepper to the point where you know that, look, this one don't happen, it don't happen, let's move on, you know. Next, you get. Ebuka now moved on to Jackie. You know, he asked Jackie who she felt she was very close to in the house, or who she felt had her back during the show. And Jackie mentioned NK and Venita. Again, I don't know how Venita is on this list. Guys, please let me know. Maybe I'm the one forgetting things, but let me know how Jackie and Venita were ever friends, alright? She mentioned that NK and Venita were not just her friends, that they were her sisters, you know, they vibed with her and all of that. So it was that deep. You know, Ebuka now said, okay, apart from NK and Venita that were your sisters, which of the other female housemates did you gel with? Who did you talk to? Did you talk to Mercy? And she was like, oh yes, I talked to Mercy. Did you talk to Kim? She said yes. How about Tacha? She was like, oh no, I did not vibe with Tacha. Ebuka now asked her, why didn't you vibe with Tacha? And of course, maybe she said no, my antennas just became long. Because you guys remember that there was a time Jackie accused Tacha of being a witch because of her bracelets. You know, she said that the bracelet had some kind of symbolic things on it, and you know, it was really fetish and all of that stuff. So I knew that Ebuka was definitely going to bring that up again. And of course, Ebuka did not fail me. Anyways, Jackie's reason for not vibing with Tacha was because, according to her, she knows her anger level and she didn't want anybody that was going to push her to do things that she didn't want to do and all of that. So she just felt like it would be safer to just stay away from Tacha and all of that stuff. Ebuka then decided that it would be nice to just play that clip where Jackie talked about Tacha being a witch and everything. And I know how embarrassing that was that day, because you know that Ebuka had called Jackie out on a live show. You know, it was something that Jackie had discussed in a very quiet place. You know, they don't talk about Ebuka now decided to blow the whistle on her that day. You know, so she couldn't even give any appropriate answer. And Ebuka was like, okay, who were you talking about? She's like, no, one of the housemates. Ebuka asked her, which of the housemates are you talking about? And then she now said Tacha. Now after the clip was played, of course Jackie had to explain herself, and she was like, oh, after I said that thing, I tried to have a conversation with Tacha, not once, not twice, but 3 times. I walked up to Tacha, you know, asking her for us to talk and everything, and Tacha was like, oh, I don't feel like talking about it yet. Ebuka then asked Tacha if she felt like it would have been nice for her to listen to Jackie. I mean, just hear her out and find out why she said the thing she did. And Tacha was like, looking back on the whole issue, I don't think that there was a need for me to have listened to her. I did not feel like listening to her because everything she said about me hurt me, so I wasn't ready to talk about it, and you know, that's it. Now they moved away from the whole Tacha and Jackie conversation, and they started talking about, you know, who they were close to in the house that they shouldn't have been close to, you know, because I mean, when you're in the house, you really don't know who's your enemy, or you know, who doesn't really have your back that much. You just feel like, okay, whoever vibes with me, I'll vibe with the person. But then coming out of the show and watching clips and hearing things, who do they think they shouldn't have been friends with during the show? And of course, names were mentioned, but the striking names were actually Ella and Kim. The reason that was because of the conversation Ella and Kim had in the house. Ella had walked up to Kim to tell her that Tacha had body odor. You guys remember that body odor saga? I mean, a lot of people dragged me on YouTube, like, even me myself, I didn't want to talk about the whole body odor thing because it was controversial. People were just biting me left, right, center. And I'm like, you know what? I can take it all in. I mean, if person get body odor, now your body odor, the least you owe the person is maybe talk to the person politely, or better still, buy the person perfume or buy the person roll-on. Not be say you can't carry the matter, move up and down. But then this whole fallout between Kim and Ella was as a result of the interview they had gone for at Multi-Choice. Kim was outside while Ella was having her own interview inside and everything. And a few minutes after Ella came out, Kim went in. Next thing the interviewer is asking her is Tacha'S body odor. And she's like, wait, why are you asking me? I mean, that question should be directed at Ella because she was the one that talked about it. But Ella was trying to deny the whole conversation. According to Kim, while they were in the car, you know, going for the interview, Ella kept on saying that if anybody asked her about the whole topic of Tacha having body odor, she was going to deny it. She was going to act like she doesn't know what they're talking about and stuff like that. And that kind of got Kim pissed because, again, the clip was out there. People had seen it. If you deny it and the question is thrown at me, what then do you want me to say? So that kind of brought a little bit of clash between the both of them. And then Ella was like, oh my god, I didn't know everything I said to you in the car actually got you pissed and everything. Kim, I'm sorry. Tacha, yes, I said you had body odor. I apologize. You know, I don't know how that came out. This one, that one. I'm at peace with everybody. I'm a better person now. You know, coming out of the show, I realized that, you know, I have to work on myself. I have to become a better person. So I'm really at peace with everyone. But if there's anyone here that doesn't have peace with me, then you need to go and find peace. I'm like, Oshe, peacemaker, peace finder. When they attack you again, like, look as if they're attacking you. You not just apologize to the person you're apologizing to, you know, drink water, mind your business. Don't try and generalize it because they will swallow you. I mean, Venita's expressions killed me today. Venita was just there rolling her eyes left, right, and center when Ella was talking, when Tacha was talking. I'm like, what the hell? Like, Venita, can you close your eyes? Because your eyes are distracting at this point. You need to just maybe use your face mask to cover your eye. Let it be eye mask, okay? Because I don't understand why she was just rolling her eyes. Now, Tacha tried to interrupt Kim and Ella's conversation, and Kim was like, Tacha, no, you need to hold on, you need to wait your turn. You have to wait your turn before you talk, because when you and Jackie were having a conversation, you made sure everybody kept quiet for you to talk. So now you have to wait your turn. I'm like, okay, you said, Tacha, keep quiet, let them talk, okay? I mean, you said it yourself in one of the episodes that you do not want to interrupt anybody because you don't want to be interrupted. So can we put that to practice? Now, after the whole apology from Ella and her stating the fact that she's now a better person and all that, Ebuka asked Tacha, what do you feel about what Kim had said about you and the body odor and stuff like that? And Tacha was like, well, since everybody feels like it's okay for us to move on, then, you know, let's move on. And at that point, I was really proud because again, there's really no point going back and forth. According to what Tacha'S said, she said she doesn't really want to go back and forth, so we can as well just move on. And for me, I feel like that's the best thing, as long as it's genuine. It's not like you say, oh, let's move on, and then deep down you're vexing for the person. Tomorrow now you go and tweet, or you go and post one picture that is, you know, demeaning and all of that stuff. If you feel like something is okay and you can move on from it, then please do. Because again, if you try to tie a lot of things to your chest, you have chest attack. Is there a sickness like that? If there is none, then I'm telling you that there's a sickness like that now. Okay? Anyways, that's basically everything that happened on today's episode. I know, I'm not overly loud. Again, I'm in an office. Okay? I really cannot shout. And, you know, I almost did not make this video, but I'm just like, you know, better. Some people are not going to sleep well if you don't bring it. Well, that's it for this video. Oh, I need to give a shout out, okay? I promised I need to give a shout out. And today's shout out is going to SOA Sports International Abuja. Alright, I'm going to insert this person's comment on the screen so you can read for yourselves as well. So the person said, SOA Sports International Abuja, we deal on all kinds of sports equipment, be it wears, footwears, jerseys, customized jerseys and polos, equipment and so on. Wuse Market, B42 Shop 12 Abuja, and that's their phone number. So guys, please check them out if you're interested in any of these things they have mentioned, especially if you're a footballer or if you're a sports enthusiast and stuff like that and you live in Abuja. So this is like a plug for you in Abuja. And like I said in my previous video, if you patronize these people and they fall your hand, can you please come and let me know so that I can come back here and fold your hand? Because you cannot be telling me to advertise for you when you cannot even live up to the standard, when you cannot even deliver on the services. Alright, thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you enjoyed watching it, please do not forget to give me a very big thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't subscribed. Don't worry, tomorrow I'm going to be loud. I'm not going to be working tomorrow, okay? I'm going to be in my house so I can shout as much as I want, but I need to respect the office space. Alright, thank you so much, and I will see you tomorrow. And yes, I'm sleeping in the office, just in case you're wondering. Alright, bye.